Hi, Tracy here, and I have a scrapbook layout and process that I titled This Makes Me Happy. And this is using actually it's almost entirely the My Mind's Eye Find Your Wings and Fly collection. But I do use this Simple Stories Urban Traveler, there I showed it to you, paper that has the stripes going across. That is from the June Studio Calico kit, and I was actually originally going to use that kit, and the background paper is from the kit as well. But as I was going along, I realized that I had the My Mind's Eye collection, Find Your Wings and Fly, and it really went quite well with this. So I use a lot of that. And now I'm cutting these stripes out, which was quite time consuming, but I love the way it came out. What I did was I cut out that page has all those stripes you can see, and I just cut out certain ones to use and sort of randomly put them where they would have been had the page been together complete so that they fit perfectly. And then I only glued down the ends so that I could tuck things in behind the strips as I was working. So here I am still cutting, and this does take me quite a while. I'm scrapbooking a picture that I have actually scrapbooked a tiny picture of this. I do not remember the name of that particular layout, but the layout that I did a bunch of these pictures from when my son filmed Mermaid Miracles, which is a show that's here on YouTube, and I did a layout with a bunch of those pictures developed much smaller at Walgreens. I did collage prints of them, and I did collage 4x6 collages with 4 prints per 4x6 print. So they were pretty small pictures, and I was able to fit, I believe, if I remember right, it was like 11 pictures on that one layout, which is great. I love to do that. I highly recommend when you want to do a lot of pictures, but there's times when it's really hard to set a picture aside and not put it in a layout, and that is real helpful when you have a bunch of pictures that you really want in one or two layouts. So this picture, though, is a duplicate of one of those pictures from that layout, and this is going to go in my book, my family book that we will keep. Whereas the layout that I previously did with 11 pictures, that one's going to be for my son's book. So I do books for all of my kids, and eventually they'll be all nice and chronological and all that, and I'll be able to give them to them when they get married. That is my intention there. And here I am still trying to figure out which colors do I want and where do I want to have multiple stripes together and where do I just want single stripes. And then I end up using the paper still put together in both corners. There we go. There, it's up in that corner now too. And I like that. I like that anchors the whole page. Because originally, as I was going along, I was feeling like the stripes were way too floaty and going off into nowhere land, and I was trying to figure out how could I frame this out. And then I just did the chunk of stripes in the bottom corner and the smaller chunk in the top left corner, and that just did it for me. That anchored everything. Okay, now I'm cutting out words from this page. This paper, I love this paper. Studio Calico Sundrifter collection, and it's called Love Wins. And I use several words from that page. And right now I'm cutting out, oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day, which is so cute. That's from the song. I love that little expression there. It's adorable. And I cut it out pretty detailed, and I took time on that, and I'm glad I did because I like the way it came out there. And now I'm cutting out that word says amazing, and then that says be happy, which I'm going to end up cutting off the B, and then the happy, the word happy is going to become part of my title. And now I'm trying to figure out how to go about matting this, and I do struggle a little bit with this. I have that one grid paper that I do use on the back there. That's Sundrifter again, Studio Calico. It's called Dreamweaver. And now I'm going to pull out several different papers and try and use them, and I don't like them. One of the ways I do that is I will put the paper down, like here, I'm going to leave that now, and I'm trying to decide right now. So then I go move on to something else, and I'm thinking, do I like that paper there? Do I not like that paper there? And in this particular case, I'm going to pull it out and go with something else. Now I'm trying a different paper. That one immediately I know I do not care for. This one I think possibly, and I do not, I apologize, I don't know the name of that paper because I don't end up using it. It's a really cute paper. I'm fairly certain it came from the My Mind's Eye Find Your Wings and Fly collection. And that does look cute, and I like the way it ties in the turquoise-ish blue arrow on the left of the arrow sheet. And I did like how it sort of went with the turquoise background, but it overall didn't quite do it. And actually the truth is I was looking for yellow paper all along, and I couldn't find yellow. And then I found it in the Find Your Wings and Fly, that My Mind's Eye paper. That's what I end up using, and that particular paper is called Sky's the Limit. And then I moved that little strip of the arrow page, which that's Simple Stories Urban Traveler. Again, that one's called Jet Set. Oh, you know, I do not know the name of the striped. I just know that it's Simple Stories Urban Traveler collection. I do end up with the arrows up at the top there, which I like a lot better than at the bottom. And here I found that yellow paper in the My Mind's Eye collection there, and that's when I was like, wow, this really goes. So then I start pulling stuff out from there, from that collection. Up till now, I actually didn't have anything from the collection. I'm just realizing I thought that I had used even more. But now I'm going to create a banner using, because if you see in that little package of buttons, the My Mind's Eye button package there, it has those little flags, and that just inspired me to make a double layered banner. So I'm going to make this banner with washi tape and fiddle and fuss and change it, and I finally do come up with one using 3 different washi tapes, and then I'm going to layer that and make a second banner with 2 of the My Mind's Eye button little banner pieces. And that's, here I'm measuring to the middle, and then I measure it wrong, and there we go. And the real funny part is that I don't end up using that washi tape. It's way too thick comparative to the other washies. It goes, but look and color wise, it's just too thick, too wide. So now I'm going to add, I'm thinking I'm going to use 5, but then 5 is too much, too big, and making my little flag tails there. That's an American Crafts twine, by the way, Baker's twine. gray. It's gray and white. Now I'm going to make my last flag here with that turquoise washi tape. And here's where I start to realize, wait, this is way too long, this banner. This is not going to work. That's I like how I was able to tuck the paper under that strip of that striped paper, and the whole cluster up at the left uses those stripes too, sort of tucked. And now here's where I realize, okay, 3, that's perfect. And now I'm going to create the second layer of the banner. And I really like the way that came out. It's one of those things, was not planning on doing a banner on this layout at all. And then it just came together. Here I'm going to work on the next cluster up above. And I stapled the twine of the banner below down. I stapled that down off camera because my camera filled up and I didn't realize it, so I did miss a little bit of my work here, but not a whole lot. And now I'm creating just a little tiny mini banner here, and I used one of the washi tape pieces of the banner that I didn't end up using below. I used that up above there, and that little, it's like a ticket, it says admit 1, and then it's on top of a washi tape banner, and I just have that sort of dangling down there. And then I put a button on top where the string is attached, and that little word amazing. And then there's also a sticker underneath of that arrow. That's from My Mind's Eye Find Your Wings and Fly sticker sheet from the collection. Okay, so here I'm going to use another piece of that My Mind's Eye sticker there below. So I have it in 2 places. And there I stick it all the way down. And I did the title off camera. It says, "This Makes Me Happy." That was a stamp from the Studio Calico June kit. And that's my title. And now I'm putting these enamel dots. Those are My Mind's Eye Find Your Wings and Fly collection enamel dots. Just finishing up and putting them in the 3 different spots here. And that's about it, I believe. Oh, here I'm going to make a little bow to go under where it says Dream Awesome, just to kind of anchor that and add a little bit more texture and detail. And I used my tiny attacher all around on this layout too. And now I'm doing my journaling there at the bottom. Those lines ended up a perfect place to just put a little note about it, and then I'm going to stamp with a roller stamp 2013. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.